ask you this then. Vice President Pence did a great job that night. He had a really good night. And so it is possible for that to happen in this environment with this commission that you accuse of being very biased. So, I mean, Pence had a great night.
He did. He had a great night, and then at 7:30 the next morning, they put this out there, knowing that that would go and change the news story, and that everyone in the mainstream media would come running like lemmings to go and flock to. But here's an important point: is we came back and said, you know what? There are 175 doctors that have come out and said that President Trump should be good to go for the debate this next Thursday. And we said, if you're concerned about it, let's just push everything back 1 week. We'll have the second debate on the 22nd, the third debate on the 29th. Let's do it. And again, the Biden camp, very afraid to go toe-to-toe with President Trump once again. They said no. And the debate commission, basically, which is in the pocket of the Biden camp, they went and backed them up. And so Americans are really missing out here. But hey, Joe Biden,
so if you, let me ask you that,
we're ready to go anytime.
So if you feel that way, are you going to will the president still do the next debate in Nashville, given everything that you're saying about how you think the odds are so stacked against President Trump by this commission? Why would you do that next debate?
Because we're going to be there in person, and because the debate commission isn't going to be able to go and yank it away or try to do some virtual thing where they can go and mess around with President Trump's performance or turn off the mic or anything like that. So just to be clear to folks out there, there is going to be this debate on October 22nd. It will be in Nashville. It will be focused on foreign policy. There will be 2 podiums that are set up. Kristen Welker will be the moderator for the debate, just as we scheduled it out. But again, 175 doctors coming out and saying that President Trump will be fine to debate this next Thursday, and for the debate commission to go and pull the plug like this really shows you their ideological leanings. And by the way, Martha, we haven't even gotten into the fact that the moderator for what was going to be next Thursday's debate was a former Joe Biden intern who's tweeting out DMs to Anthony Scaramucci, a pretty big critic of the president. So he kind of said the quiet part out loud. We'd all suspected it, but once he put it on Twitter, and by the way, this is the 3rd time he said he's been hacked. I don't know if his password is password, or maybe it's Neil Kinnock 1987. Look, it could be a whole bunch of different things that Steve Kelly had.
Well, we have those. We have the tweets that you're referring to, in case anybody wasn't looking at anything today and didn't see them. The first one, Steve Scully, Scaramucci, should I respond to Trump? And Scaramucci responds, ignore, he's having a hard enough time, some more bad stuff to go down. Steve Scully has said that he was hacked, as you say, and he denies that he ever wrote that to Anthony Scaramucci. And you've got a lot of people from Sean Spicer on down who say that they think he's a person of integrity and they believe him. We're not going to solve that issue right now. You've said what you had to say about what you think about him, and I'm just putting out there that others have backed him up today. I've only met him a couple times, but
Martha, if I can real quick, look, I think I have a very high opinion of Kristen Welker. I think she's going to do an excellent job as the moderator for the 3rd debate. I think she's a journalist who's very fair in her approach, and I think that she'll be a very good choice for this 3rd debate.
So let's move forward. So now there's this missed opportunity where you get, 50 million, above that, 60 million eyeballs, even more. So how is the president going to replace that? How is he looking to reach voters that he doesn't usually reach with the work that he's going to do? How do you make up this lost ground, Jason?
Well, first of all, the president's going to be back on the road very soon here. We just announced we have a campaign rally coming up on Monday in Sanford, Florida. That's just outside of Orlando. You're going to see the president quite a bit in the coming weeks. Just this next week, then he'll be in North Carolina, be in Pennsylvania, he'll be in the Midwest. We're going to be in a whole lot of places, but next Thursday, we've already seen that Sleepy Joe is going to accept an invitation to join a different network in the place of the town hall. He's happy to do it with the quote-unquote undecided voters. They're essentially all Biden supporters. We're actually going to be on multiple networks at the same time. It hasn't been announced yet. I can give you that tease. You'll actually go to multiple channels and see the president, and so we're going to have a much bigger audience than Joe for next
Will he be answering questions during that period?
Oh, of course, President Trump takes questions every single day. Today,
no, but I'm trying to figure out what the format is. You say he'll be on multiple channels, so he'll be doing interviews during that period? What can you tell me?
It'll be multiple channels, multiple networks that you'll see the president on. We'll have a town hall format, so we're taking questions from actual undecided voters. And if you go back to 2016, quite frankly, this is one of President Trump's best formats. And the reason why I like it is he really cuts through the nonsense. He talks to people in real
So
terms.
what networks are going to be doing that, Jason?
I gotta let the networks go and announce it, but you'll see, Martha, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Because I know we have a request in to do a town hall with you that night, so I hope we're going to be part of what you're planning for Thursday night. Are we?
It's not with you guys, but we want to do one with you and Brett very soon. Obviously, big fans of both of yours and think you'll do a very fair job. So we're working. We want to get that on the books before Election Day for sure.
All right. Well, that sounds good.